This week we discuss one of the deadliest tornadoes in America's history that left behind more than destruction. Survivors say mysterious butterfly people appeared in the midst of the storm. And the stories, they never stopped.
Then, why did the CIA become obsessed with controlling the human mind? The answer led to one of the darkest secret programs ever uncovered, MK Ultra.
And one psychiatrist crossed a line few thought possible, attempting to erase a person's identity and rebuild it from nothing. The victims survived, but many say their minds never did.
This is Ninjas Are Butterflies. This podcast is brought to you and powered by Sunday Cool. Watch this or listen.
Why don't you have your shirt off? How did this happen? Did you do this?
Why are we holding hands? Well,
I don't have any pants on either. Do you have pants on?
maybe. My table. All right?
You've really changed, man.
I don't care.
This podcast has changed you.
Don't care.
The fame, the fortune has changed you. And it's scaring me. It's good, right?
Yeah.
Get that at Costco for 2 bottles for $10.
What are you having?
The cold brew.
She's not allowed to talk
That's
till
all-
she's on a mic.
Also, caffeine does not dehydrate you as much as you say. It doesn't. I've researched it
Let's go.
because I've been
I'm
drinking.
really hungry.
Oh, okay.
Because I just drink black coffee throughout the day, and I'm like, am I dehydrating myself? And this says you're basically not. Like it's like a little, like 95%, exactly the same thing as just drinking water.
They say that you need to drink 2 glasses of water for every cup of coffee.
That's what
doubt
I
it.
thought.
I doubt it. Not the research I looked into yesterday or the day before.
Did you AI it?
No, of course not. Google links, baby. Google links. I don't trust AI when it comes to actual like health stuff.
That's all I use for health stuff.
Sorry.
What?
What? What do you mean?
You trust Google over AI for health?
Google links, not like Google's AI, like actual like articles or like what people say.
Why do you think the robots are out to get you, or they're going to?
I just don't think they're reliable.
I would
As
say they're probably
reliable.
more reliable than the medical industry
I was
where
gonna say
everyone has
the freaking
differing
doctors.
views.
Well, I'm not going to like democratshealth.org. Got right, guys?
Yeah.
Right?
Dude,
Yeah.
speaking of Democrats, I went to the parade, the 4th of July parade with the girls. I stood next to this man.
Mhm.
It was an older man. We got there late, and parking is a nightmare. Finding a spot is a nightmare to stand.
Sure.
Kids are extremely competitive for the candy. And our girls are not yet assertive. So it was like a whole thing we're learning. But this old gentleman
Mhm.
was like, come stand in front of us and you can get candy and stuff.
Yeah.
He is extremely well connected and he wanted to tell me all about his connections. Furthermore, the Democratic parade float starts going by.
Yeah.
The Democrats are on it throwing candy.
Yeah.
He goes, you're never gonna make it here.
You're just like your father.
And I take one step to the side. I'm like, not associated with this man. And the woman's like, oh, yes, we are. And like, oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
So
goodness.
spooky.
Immediately like, division. Golly.
It's literally a 4th of July parade. What are you accomplishing?
Golly. That's ridiculous.
Ah,
That's so funny, though. You're never going to make it here. You're going to drown.
you're gonna drown.
So going back to that coffee thing, literally Google says you don't need to drink extra water to offset coffee because it's brewed with 98%
Boom.
water.
Boom. Boom.
But if you rephrase
Stop
the
reading
question, Google AI also says for every 4 ounces you need to drink of coffee, you need 8 ounces of water.
Mm.
But it's basically water.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
the,
flavored
That's like
water.
taking a pill, like
but the active ingredient of caffeine is dehydrating.
a diuretic.
Well, I feel fine.
Keep doing you.
So I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm a doctor.
There's no one ever died from dehydration.
Name one person. You can't.
Literally can't. Except
I
with
tell
his
you what,
grandpa.
I will run a 5K where you only drink coffee and I drink water.
Okay.
I think
That-
you could use a
You'd
little
have a
water.
heart
in you.
attack.
Not me. I'm drinking water.
No, I'm saying he would have a heart attack.
I think he'd cramp up before he had a heart attack.
Want to bet? Let's do it.
Probably go further than 5K. But
The test subject needs to be yourself. You need to run a mile with just water that day, and then another mile another day with just drinking coffee all day.
Mm-hmm.
It probably have to be like a week to make it like an actual thing, right?
Yeah.
Because then you like have a full week of water, then you run the mile after the week's done, and then you do it. Yeah, I could
We'll
probably
be
You drink
honest.
coffee the day before, and then while you're running, all you're drinking is coffee.
Yeah.
Y'all
I think
lost
I'll
me at
still have a
week of
faster mile, but I'll just have diarrhea during the actual mile of the coffee. Which you're losing weight. So it's a win-win.
I got to turn on that lamp. It's bothering me.
Oh, I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it.
I feel better now.
Like I've got secrets in that corner. I got it.
Oh, yeah, don't. Yeah,
No,
I got it. Don't worry.
I'll handle it.
Did you sit down?
No, I got it.
Don't go back there.
Stop.
Okay,
By the way,
okay.
actually hidden in that corner is an unboxed box. 2 boxes of Flying Cow Tallow.
Hey!
So we got some beard balm and some, I got a little thing baby stuff for Madison because they're about to have a baby. Congratulations,
Nice.
Taylor.
Maybe
Yeah.
today.
I had a baby too.
The 9th is what it's going to happen. The 9th.
That's what you're saying?
My bet.
You know they're at the hospital right now?
So
Seems like insider
they're probably
trading.
like, yeah, it's probably 2 more days on the 9th. But yeah, Flying Cow Tallow, thank you so much. They always send us
7-7 is
stuff.
great.
They're not a sponsor.
No,
We
but
wouldn't want
love
them
their
to be.
product.
We wouldn't take their money. We love their products.
I use their
I'd
product
take their
every
money.
single
Every
day.
single day.
Every day. I'm not even
Everyone's
kidding.
like,
Where do you
you
use it?
On my
Don't go there.
face.
Don't go. Oh, okay.
On my beard.
Mhm.
Everyone asks what kind of products I use for my beard. The only thing that touches this beard is literally water and Flying Cow Tallow.
Same.
That is it.
I even do this thing now where I'm washing my hair more. I used to not wash my hair a lot. I used to do it once a month
Mm-hmm.
because my hair goes poof.
Yeah.
Gets all poofy. After I wash it now, tallow.
Just do it on the ends. Don't do it on you do it up here.
Yeah.
Woof.
Look how beautiful it is. I mean, it's perfect.
He gets the most compliments out of all of us about our hair.
Yeah. So
In your face.
in your face.
Work on yours.
Yeah. Work on yours. Jerk.
Whoa, okay. That's a little too far. But I think they do have, we'll have it, we'll insert it here. I think there is a code for Ninja fans if they want to use it.
Okay.
Also the orange stuff that they have.
Yeah.
That
Comes in the
stuff
big
smells
jar.
great.
It smells great
It
for
smells
your
so good.
skin. It's amazing. Love me some citrus.
We got to go on record and say we apologize for talking about the World Cup last week. We somehow jinxed the United States, and everything's worthless now.
That was
And
pretty
Nothing,
sad.
nothing matters.
But did you
anymore.
did you see the news this morning though? Trump just dropped 3 bombs on Belgium.
Oh gosh.
Could you imagine?
Retaliation,
I
man.
genuinely think it's his fault.
Everything we talked about the World Cup is completely irrelevant by the time that episode came out.
Yeah.
Like the whole Simpsons thing, the Portugal and Mexico,
Yeah.
both out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So we're not going to talk about any future games because they're going to happen.
Or
Let's talk about the people we don't want to win. Let's talk about them and how well they're doing so that they drop out. Now, who's your pick? And then we'll end it there. Who's your pick to win? The
We're
whole
to
thing.
win?
We're Team Norway.
Yeah.
Is
our
Mexico still in?
No.
No.
Dang.
Dude, that was a really good game, too.
was a
Are you
crazy
not
game.
watching it?
No, I tried to get into YouTube TV last night. Didn't work. It sent a code. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't.
I
But-
think Spain takes the whole thing. But I'm enjoying watching Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we got UFC this weekend. Holloway versus McGregor.
Yeah, which already happened.
And McGregor won.
You guys want
Right,
him to win?
guys?
Isn't he?
I want to.
Doesn't he have bad behaviors?
He's a Christian now.
Christian.
So is Max Holloway.
So apparently,
Whatever.
Who's the better Christian?
Yeah.
out of the 11 people that McGregor has fought in the UFC, only 10 out of 11 are retired and no longer in the UFC. The only one that's still in is the one he's fighting this week.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Wait, so did he win against Holloway when he fought him?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
So this is going to be a big one. I mean, Holloway's probably going to win, but I would love to see McGregor come out on top.
Again, it already happened, so we already know who the winner is.
And he did great.
And they did great.
The gentleman did awesome, and I can't believe that guy won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Dustin, what's the name?
Poirier?
Poirier. That was a did you watch the video?
No. Oh, the
Where he was in the
flight?
airport?
Yeah.
Dang.
I saw he did an interview afterwards as well.
with
the
Dire CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super apologetic. Didn't even want to watch the video because he was like, I'm ashamed.
What happened?
He got highly intoxicated. It was on Father's Day. And he basically said he was having just bad memories of his dad, and so he just started drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking.
Yeah, he had 2 glasses of champagne on a flight, layover, went to a bar, had shots and stuff, and then just got into a fight with a flight attendant.
They kicked him off the plane, and he was yelling at the flight attendants, and then the cops came, and he's like, fight me. And the cop's like, I don't want to fight you.
Because he's like, wait, are you Dustin Poirier?
Yeah.
So he steps back as soon as he realizes who he's talking to. I don't even think he got on the plane. I think he was talking to the flight desk person.
Oh, and they wouldn't let him on.
They wouldn't let him on.
Oh, dang, man. Let me tell you something about EMDR therapy. It is so good. You would benefit from it. You won't want to fight flight attendants anymore, and your family will thank you.
You know, it's funny. She is such a champion for people doing EMDR.
Are you about to be mean to me again?
Oh, hold on, let him speak.
Can you?
So
say
far, I've only
something
heard a
nice?
compliment.
I know what he's gonna say.
Let him speak.
I think Lily would benefit in some areas of her life with EMDR, and she's like, I don't need it.
I don't say I'm just not that traumatized. I need therapy. I'm not saying I'm mentally well.
I'm not that
just saying
traumatized
I'm not
either.
That traumatized by things.
You don't need
You-
to be ultra
you don't-
traumatized. It's just it helps with certain aspects of your life.
Yeah. Maybe the fact that you're so triggered by the idea of that therapy is proof that you need it.
I'm getting
Your
therapy.
body's rejecting it.
I'm getting therapy actively. I've been seeing my therapist for like a year now. She's
Okay.
awesome.
Maybe time to change it up.
Oh my
Joking.
word.
I'm just joking.
I will say one thing I am traumatized about is my arm because I was thinking about it last night.
EMDR?
Yeah. H-hole, dude.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, K-hole, not H-hole. I don't know what H-hole is, but I don't want to go.
Oh my word.
Ketamine.
I was thinking about how some women get ketamine to get Botox. And I was like, what a risk you take every time you go because you could live another life. So
Maybe
scary.
that's the point.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're getting Botox, you're already living another life after. It's a pre-Botox and post-Botox.
Yeah, true that. Did you see all the soccer players that are getting Botox? They got Botox on their forehead.
For what?
Vanity. I don't know.
Oh. Soccer
Somebody-
players?
Yeah, FIFA players.
Probably get a little cushion for that.
Oh,
Heading.
that's actually
Nice.
a good point.
It's just a pillow on the forehead, dude.
Paige had that. Have you ever seen what that looks like? That should be Andrew's Got a Reel. When people get, like, my wife has like nerve issues and they try to do a nerve block with Botox. The needle that goes in, they don't like, it's not pinpointed. They stuck it in, and then without withdrawing the thing, they literally continue to push it around her skull.
Mother of mercy.
Made it so much worse.
Yum.
And she said now it feels like someone's like pulling on the different parts of her scalp where it went in. Like there's like a knot that just like sits there. So she's like, still have nerve pain. Also feel
Dang.
like that's there as well.
Some people do get relief from that.
Episode 300, I'm doing Botox and lip injections.
Just do the handsome Squidward look.
Really commit to this.
We just convince him it's temporary.
He'll go away by tonight. Speaking of Botox, do you want a song?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Any genre you prefer on this lovely day, Lily?
I'm gonna say heavy metal.
Heavy metal. Well, we have an acoustic guitar, so that's perfect.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
In our own time. No rush us.
I pooped the bed and then I crashed my car into a lake. I pulled my doctor's hair out cause I thought that it was fake. I invested all my money into Bowflex and Jello, but in case you didn't know, it's all because of MK Ultra. I thought that I should probably warn ya. It's because of mind control, all out of mind control. All thanks to MK Ultra. I snuck into a zoo and fed a clock to a giraffe. I got a tattoo of Guy Fieri just to make me laugh. I swapped out all the babies that were in the nursery. I think it's plain to see it's all because of MK Ultra. I thought that I should probably warn you. It's because of the CIA that I'm acting pretty strange. All thanks to MK Ultra.
Wow. Very good. Are you guys? I got an MK Ultra video on my For You page today.
Ooh, maybe mind control is working on other levels because that's what we're talking about today.
We are talking
Oh,
about
are we
it.
really?
Buckle up, folks.
We are. Just dabbling in it.
Gonna touch on it just a tad.
Dipping our toe in, folks.
So,
That was a good song, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
was I off rhythm? Is that why you were?
No.
You're just kinda having
we were
fun?
trying to get
Having fun with
myself
it?
on rhythm.
Got it.
Hey, you're okay. You're
Just-
good.
I'm
You did
just-
great.
I don't. I just,
You're
I
good,
just
dude.
overthink everything. Just overly sensitive.
Yeah, you're good, dude. You did very good.
Okay, you guys
Good
don't
job.
talk about me when we're off the pod, right?
No.
No.
Like when I go to the bathroom, that doesn't happen.
No.
Mm-mm.
Of course not, dude.
Okay. Cool.
You know it's not cool.
What?
The next question.
Dang it.
My name over and over and over again. Every week we just,
Could have said better myself.
but we gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta do it.
They got it.
Stomach's growling.
You hungry?
Yeah, but it's
Hungry
all right.
for some answers.
I am hungry for some answers, and I think this will be easy enough. There's a lot of people traveling in this country right now.
It's the end of the summer. People are trying to get their last trips in.
Yeah, but we got a bunch of foreigners over here for the World Cup, just
Absolutely.
traveling around, planes, trains, automobiles, buses.
That's great.
John Candy.
And so I think it's just an appropriate question to ask. Lily, do you feel like bus drivers maybe deserve a raise? Seems simple enough.
I am not educated enough in what they're paid.
That's fair. That's fair. But I mean, it's.
Do you think
it's our
bus
question.
drivers deserve our respect?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you support bus drivers?
Yeah. As long as they are
No,
Nice, you
good
already
people, huh?
said-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw it in
Lily
afterwards.
supports all bus drivers.
She respects them.
She respects them. She says, pay them more for what they do.
That's what she said.
They don't.
I never said
they
that. I
haven't.
didn't
They
agree with
didn't
that.
do enough.
They didn't. No, they didn't.
They didn't do enough.
Mm-mm.
In fact, do more
No, I never said that either.
because you deserve it. You deserve everything good coming towards you because of what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Lily, we're talking about bus driver James Blake.
Who's that?
Don't act like you
Don't act like you don't know
Bus
who
driver
bus driver
James Blake is. You know who he is.
I don't know.
Take one guess. The bus driver James Blake doesn't ring a bell to you.
No.
How about James Blake? Move from your seat, Rosa.
Oh my gosh.
Rosa Parks, Lil. So yeah, I guess James Blake, according to Lily, good job.
You know what this is? This is Lily giving a pat on the back to James Blake.
I don't agree
Bus
with that.
driver.
I don't agree with that.
You did agree with it. You said it yourself. You said bus drivers deserve our respect, specifically James Blake.
No, I
I
never
can't wait for Ancestry DNA to come back, and it shows down her family tree that was her great great grandpa.
I
I bet
forgot
it
about
was.
that. I forgot about that.
You forgot about the
That he's your great great
segregation?
grandpa.
No, I forgot about ancestry.
You forgot about
You
the civil
forgot-
rights movement.
You forgot about the civil rights
I
movement.
could never forget about the civil
How could
rights
you
movement.
forget about that,
I could
Lil?
never
A lot
forget.
of terrible things happened.
You could
No.
It
forget
was a
about it
dark
because-
time in U.S. history.
I'm a compassionate person.
Dark time. Very dark.
I don't believe her.
I don't know what to believe anymore. Well, I guess you guys heard it here first. According to Lily, segregation never happened.
What?
Bus drivers that were racist?
Dang.
She wants Rosa to sit back down.
No.
Oh my gosh.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to show.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations. I said empty your mind.
You learn martial arts. Ninjas attack!
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Josh, can I say something?
Yeah.
I think we've gotten a lot better about talking about our mental health than we were like 10 years ago.
People are definitely more open about it.
But there's still like this weird thing where we tell all of our friends, hey, you should talk to somebody. But when it's us, suddenly we're like, nah, I'm good.
That's actually what surprised me about this.
Yeah, BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe getting support is wise. Yet, 74% say society discourages people from doing so.
That is a huge gap.
It is, Josh. Most people believe it is a good idea. They just don't always feel comfortable taking that first step.
So maybe we can help change that.
Exactly. If you've got a friend who's struggling, encourage them. And if you're the one carrying a lot right now, remember, you don't have to figure it out on your own.
BetterHelp makes getting started simple.
I tell you what, I use BetterHelp and it is incredible. They connect you with a licensed therapist in the U.S. They match you based on a short questionnaire. And if this isn't the right fit, guess what? You can switch anytime until you find the perfect one. They've helped over more than 6 million people and have over 30,000 therapists with a 4.9 out of 5 average rating from more than 1.7 million client reviews. That's a lot.
Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp.
You can sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/ninjas.
That's better, HELP.com/ninjas. You ever have one of those days where you slept 8 hours and still wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck?
All the time. Then I spend the whole day wondering if I need more coffee, more vitamins, or just a new personality.
That's the thing. We spend so much time trying to optimize everything, our diet, workouts, supplements, but we forget the foundation of all of it is actually getting good sleep.
Yeah, because if your sleep quality is bad, it doesn't really matter what else you're doing. You're starting the day behind.
And if you notice things like snoring or you're constantly exhausted during the day, Sleep Doctor can actually help you figure out why.
Yeah, what I like is you don't actually have to spend the night in a sleep lab hooked up to a bunch of wires. They offer a clinical grade home sleep study that you do in your own bed over one night.
That's a lot easier.
Definitely. It helps you move past the guessing and actually understand what's happening while you sleep. So you can start getting the rest that your body's been asking for.
And they're accepting most insurance too.
If you've been overlooking your sleep while trying to improve everything else, this might be the missing piece.
Visit sleepdoctor.com to take your first step toward waking up rested and ready.
In the front is where I want her to sit.
What are you talking about?
She goes, no. You forgot our gong.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
What a good noise.
Hey, fun fact about, I guess it's not really a fun fact, but it's just his history. How it all broke down is James Blake was a notorious racist bus driver. So he ran one lady off the road in her car, Lucille something. I can't remember her last name. I'm so sorry that I forgot her last name. But she was ran off, and so he was very like notorious for just doing terrible things. They got into like a big fight and everything like that. He followed her or whatever. And so Rosa got onto his bus one time, and she got on, she pays, and then he says, you have to use the back door for the bus. And they had a back entrance. And so she gets off the bus, and then he just takes off without her.
Oh, that's so awful.
It's terrible. Takes her money and then drives off. And then later on, they, I think it was the NCAAP, whatever. I don't know the acronym for that.
Yeah.
But they assigned her as the face of that movement. And then they had her go onto that bus with 2 or 3 other people.
Wow.
And that was it. So
Very cool.
It is
Crazy.
very disturbing that was not long ago.
Oh, it's crazy.
no, it was like 100 years ago.
No.
Dang.
It's so
I
crazy.
know, it's crazy.
I saw a video the other day that really shaped or changed my perspective on things. It was an African-American gentleman that went to Africa for the first time. And of course, he was raised in America. And so he has that kind of like,
Cultural
background,
ties, yeah.
cultural background. He goes to Africa and he gets in a taxi. I wish I remember this gentleman's name, but he gets in a taxi and the guy is like, welcome home. And he takes him to all the best spots in that city that he's visiting. And at the very end, he takes him to the beach. And they've had this like amazing day. And it's the nighttime and they're at the beach. And the taxi driver starts crying. He's like crying his eyes out. And he's like, this is where we lost you. Thinking about the transatlantic slave trade taken from his ancestry across the ocean. And the guy quoted, he was like, everybody goes and visits all these famous shipwrecks and all this stuff, and they look for all of this lost treasure in the ocean, but nobody talks about the 2 million African people who died at sea and were and 2 million. Have you ever heard that figure before?
Yeah.
That's
Died at
crazy.
sea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just threw over the side of the ships.
Oh, that's awful.
There's terrible stories of that where like if like they were sinking or if there was sickness on board, they're all chained up together. And so they would just throw one and they're they would all just be sunk into their graves.
Horrific.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Terrible.
Shout out Johnny Depp. People aren't cargo.
Big cargo.
I'm still mad about that.
Savvy.
Where's wrong gone?
Where's all the rum gone?
Dude, I saw an all-inclusive resort.
Speaking of beaches.
What?
I saw an all-inclusive resort in like St. Thomas or something, and part of their shtick is that they put bottles of rum in the ocean, and you go snorkeling for bottles of rum.
Okay, that's kind of cool. That
is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's an all-inclusive resort that I want to go to in Montana.
Oh, boy.
Believe it or not. You could go there and it's just like they do everything. Fly fishing, horseback riding. There's 2,000 elk. You could just go around. You have a golf cart, four-wheelers and stuff. You just drive around. 5-star all-inclusive resort in Montana.
That would just take me off to look at elk and not be able to do anything.
Just appreciate nature.
Yeah, enjoy
Andrew.
God's creation.
Come on. I got to kill something in me.
You don't always have to kill.
Apparently, you can't even go there and like you have to win a lottery to be able to hunt. Like you can't just get a license.
I'm grandfathered in.
It's been really grandfathered in.
Yeah.
You guys see the stuff with James Franco?
Yeah, what's going on with him?
Catch me up.
I don't know anything about it. I've just seen that it's
I don't know
very
a whole
weird.
lot about it either, but it has to be a publicity stunt, right?
It's got to be marketing for a new movie or a project he's doing because he's been blacklisted for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And-
now he's back in the public eye, and he's doing these weird videos where he's saying like, "I'm really James Franco. I'm not promoting anything. There's some serious stuff going on, and I can't tell everything yet." But then he's talking about disclosure and that he has alien friends and just like this really weird stuff. And again, it's probably nothing. It's a stunt, probably.
Yeah.
But still weird.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
It has
You
to be
think it's just a movie or a
It
project?
has to be a movie or a project.
because he has been in the limelight a little bit more. I know David Dobrik's like one of the first times like he came out in the limelight a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't there another Spider-Man coming back soon?
Mhm.
Yeah, this month.
That would be an interesting.
Oh, if he came back as a Green
Multiverse.
Goblin.
Oh my gosh, they wouldn't do that. I don't think they would do that.
If he was losing his mind and seeing the same way his dad died,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
because
I
he
don't know.
heard voices and he was talking like it was creepy. I remember that the
Yeah.
voices
Oh,
in
dude,
the
so
mansion.
scary, so
That'd be a sick PR.
Listen to me,
Yeah.
My favorite thing about the
Peter
videos.
Parker.
My favorite thing about the videos that he's making is all the people in the comments are like, "All right, James, I'm here temporarily.
You
Show me
got
what
my
you got."
attention just for a second.
It's so funny.
Can you guys hear me chewing?
It's obnoxious.
Really?
No, I can't hear anything.
Okay.
You're good. Just push it farther away.
She like
just in case.
punched it last time. She's like, "Can you hear me chewing?" I was like, "No, but I did hear that."
Yeah, he said stuff like he has real alien friends. There's something not human in his garage. He'll soon reveal evidence, and that it's not a bit.
Oh, I'm trying to think of what it could be. You know, it's got to be a movie or something, right? Because he's just, I don't know. He is wackadoodle, I think, a little bit, but he's
If you
also
see-
a very good actor.
Yeah, if you see the clip where he's like talking to his two friends on the couch,
Mm-hmm.
his two friends are terrible at acting. Like you can definitely tell they're acting.
Yeah,
James Franco, you could believe though.
yeah, 100%. I believe in James Franco.
What did he do that was so bad?
Why don't you just?
Oh
talk
my God.
Will, please.
We're all hungry. We haven't eaten either.
You just ate a whole sub.
I ate half a sub.
Okay.
You guys are rushing me. You know, I've eaten like 2,000 calories in the last week from this freaking stomach bug. It's good that I want to eat. I get here, you just make me sit down immediately. I can't even talk to my friend John about his wedding.
You did talk to him for like 20 minutes.
No, not even close.
Oh my goodness.
James Franco faced widespread backlash. This is Google AI and civil lawsuit after multiple women, including former students at his acting school, Studio 4, accused him of blank misconduct, abusive power, and coercive behavior. There was settlement. There was no actual, it's all allegations.
I don't believe
stuff.
he's convicted of anything.
Yeah, there's not conviction, but that's the tough thing with Hollywood, man. It's like, where you draw that line, like, because there's people, other people that are in movies, that are in power, that are producers, that are a whole lot worse. Not that we're comparing, but it's like, and then
or that it's
this guy
accepted. Paige sent me Padme. What's her name?
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, there's a clip where George Lucas, when she turned 18, because she was younger, they did the episode where her and Anakin, or the movie where they're like falling in love, and so they're talking about the sensual nature of like one of the outfits that he designed.
Ew.
But it, like, as he describes, like, I'm not going to use the words because it's like puts that much ick in me, but I'm like, it's equally like weird.
Or like Jerry Seinfeld dating a 17-year-old.
Yeah, that's
Picking her up at high school and stuff when he was like 40 years old. It's like, that's a little strange, right? That's,
I think Shane Gillis has Shane Gillis, the founding fathers bit where like, where do we draw the line? 16, age of consent.
Yeah, it's weird. It's so weird, man. It's wacky. Holly weird, am I right?
Yeah.
I just came up with that.
That is Holly weird. Speaking of Holly weird, did you hear about that girl that lost memory from pooping?
Oh my word.
No, but I'm scared now.
All right, I'm just going to read the news article because it says it way better.
Yeah.
In a bizarre medical case that sounds almost unreal, a woman in Hong Kong reportedly lost around 10 years of her memory following an intense straining caused by severe constipation. Doctors believe the episode was linked to a rare condition known as transient global amnesia, which can be triggered by extreme physical strain and temporarily disrupts blood flow and oxygen to the brain. Although most of her long-term memory returned after receiving medical care, the specific period surrounding the incident remains completely blank. Medical experts warn that extreme physical exertion, even in unexpected situations, can occasionally affect brain function, highlighting how pushing the body too far can come with serious and unpredictable consequences.
Oh my word.
So she can remember everything long term, but everything around the event.
The event she doesn't remember now.
Seems just like she just wants to forget the time she pooped. She was pooped so much that she had to go to the hospital and they wrote articles about her. I want people to forget that too. That's crazy.
Fecal amnesia.
How terrifying would that be?
Nutso.
You're just pooping so hard and all of a sudden you're like,
where am I?
Who am I?
But also you got dudes
That
who are
happened to
doing
you
like
last week.
Yeah, I guess a little bit with throwing up.
and passing out.
Yeah.
But you got dudes who are like crushing ultra marathons and stuff. And so it's like, how far does the body have to get pushed for that to happen?
Yeah.
Or how gnarly was this Duke for it to like actually cause that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I felt, when I was throwing up, I felt like my eyes are coming out of my skull.
It's terrible.
So I'm lucky I didn't get amnesia with that.
No, I know. You were like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. And then you passed out.
I did.
Has your tooth always been chipped?
It has.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has.
Did you catch yourself with your pinkies? Is that why they're bent?
Yeah.
You fell? Ouch, look what happened.
Speaking of bent pinkies, you saw that player from England?
Oh my
It was after they played Mexico.
Okay.
So they beat Mexico. And he's one of their better guys. Do you remember his name?
He's a legend. He's an older guy. Center back.
But he didn't play the game. Like he was off. But they're celebrating, and the little LED screens that surround the field,
Yeah. Like the walls?
Yeah, his teammate jumped over it, and he was jumping over it, slipped, fell down, his arm went snap.
Jordan Henderson.
It's on camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
It snapped his arm. And
Is it
so
brutal?
they had to leave him in Mexico because he had to get surgery. It was that severe
You
of
just
a
had
fracture.
to abandon him in Mexico?
Yeah.
Golly,
I saw a video
man.
where you could hear it, but I'm pretty sure it was added. So I didn't save it, but
That's brutal, man.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the you remember the FEMA Waffle House guy? The person that was really high up in FEMA,
The
that
director,
got
FEMA.
yeah, he was. Yeah, I can't remember its official title, but I thought
He
didn't
was
think
the director.
Was he?
He was the director of FEMA.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he got like instantly transported into a Waffle House, and he can't explain it.
Yeah.
Like it just happened, and so apparently he just had to step down. They forced him to step down. I don't know, but like that's a case I want us to hopefully that just doesn't just like get swept under the rug. I'm like I want to know what's happening here,
Especially
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
all
people-
the allegations that go against FEMA and like how they use them to abuse power in emergency situations. Like he'd be a good case of messing with his head to get rid of him if he had seen too much.
I mean,
Oh.
you obviously just put him off as crazy.
Yeah.
You get transported into a Waffle House. That's the perfect recipe for like, yeah, you can't take this guy seriously.
Yeah. We got to get rid of him.
Wackadoodle. I think that's just the wildest thing. Imagine just like waking up. Maybe he just had a poop really
Yeah.
bad.
Maybe he was pooping his pants in the car.
Possibly.
I saw a video the other day talking about, like in the 50s, maybe I may be getting the timeline wrong, but how like when women would give birth, they would just basically give them this shot and then they'd wake up and their baby would be in their arms and
Yep.
they missed the whole birth.
Yep.
It was the chemical compound of that shot. They call it like twilight birth or something like that. You're cognizant, you're awake and you're birthing and you're pushing and you're taking direction from the doctor, but you forget everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They could be using that to make that guy think he's just woke up in a Waffle House.
I mean, totally. I mean, that's what we're gonna be talking about today with MK Ultra stuff. Like this stuff was happening way back in the 40s.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
this stuff was been in like because it's a way to control people, and I mean they used it for all types of stuff, and so it is fascinating. You never know. I mean, it didn't just stop because of MK Ultra.
No, they
didn't-
perfected it.
Yeah, they perfected it. Now it's more of it could be definitely a media thing. It could be a frequency thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can to control people or affect them some way and alter their mindset. It's gonna work.
I think it's media. I think media does a lot of weird things.
Obviously it's not just media, but yeah, for sure. Like now they've got to realize that we have these things on our phone, like our hands that just that we carry out constantly. They can do anything they want.
Yeah.
I've been like convicted recently to like that potentially a source of my anxiety or just feeding my anxiety is just social media.
100%.
And
Dude,
so I've been
totally.
like winging myself off big time. Just
Yeah.
like trying to like just I don't know, just reset everything. Because I'm thinking like it was a year ago today or this month that I was in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
And I was crazy anxious. That's like when I was really dealing with bad anxiety. And I went there the first night I had like a panic attack. But it was a full week of no cell phone coverage, no internet.
Yeah.
And
No towers.
all I did was just read. And dude, it was such a big reset. Like I'm like, oh man, I don't really feel that anxious anymore.
Yeah.
And then you come back into the real world.
Yeah. And it's not even what you're consuming, which does play a huge role.
No, it's like the science of it.
It's
like
also
the-
just consuming. I mean, it's
Yeah.
an assault to your senses. And like, even like,
Stimulation.
this is coming from like hypocrite number one, because my favorite thing to do after I put the girls to bed is go sit in the tub and doom scroll. But it's the fact that your brain is not meant to receive that much information at a time, and even if my phone is all just like knitting and comedy, not good for you.
yeah.
Put it away, experience the real world, look around a minute.
We did that last night. Me and Kelsey sat on the couch for it was like almost 2 hours, and we just doodled. I just got out my sketchbook. She got out her sketchbook. The girls were playing Barbies by themselves, and it was just like, yeah, it felt good not to be able to be on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's showing me how addicted I am to social media though.
Big time.
Because you're just like, what do I even do with myself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same thing here, man. Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Crazy.
looking forward to next week because I go to Panama City Beach. We're going to Thrive Camp, and literally just gonna be surrounded for 5 days, just kids who just want to have fun and learn about Jesus.
So good.
So it's like I could just put down my phone all week.
Yeah, put it away.
And just truly be immersed.
It sounds
I'm
like
not
he's
gonna do it.
I was gonna say it
But
sounds like he's trying to get away
it's
with
a cool
not
idea.
being reachable.
It's a cool idea, though, right?
Yeah.
Furthermore, just to like really drill down into that, we owe it to our kids. Like, think about the things that like your parents did when you were kids, and you're like, how were you so blind to this behavior?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we owe it to our kids to show them responsible technology consumption.
Sure.
And
'Cause they're gonna learn.
restraint. Yeah, they're watching it. We're modeling how they're going to use their cell phones when they have them.
And it'll be fascinating to see what kind of connections happen with parents and children relationship wise as they grow older, because I mean, like, how many times do we have our phones in front of us? And yes, we had parents who read newspapers and looked at TV and all that stuff when we were trying to have, connections with them. But it's like, it's different now, I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah.
Can I return to twilight sleep because it's the scariest thing I've ever heard of?
You may.
Just give you some facts about this. I've heard of that, but didn't realize that the mother was cognizant. So apparently it was a dose of morphine and another drug called
Heroin.
scopolamine,
Yeah.
but it would cause the amnesia. What's crazy though is, like where they talk about like you can only take so much Tylenol when you're pregnant because it crosses the barrier to the baby. Apparently these drugs would completely cross over to the babies, and they were often born not breathing. But because the mothers lost consciousness, they'd become violent because of the nature of birth. So these births were done, the baby would become completely docile, often basically like completely limp, but mother would go crazy. So they would restrain
Yeah.
and then forceps pull these limp babies out.
Gracious.
And
And they're like, congratulations,
Here's
here's
your
your baby.
baby.
And they're like, oh, wow, that was so nothing.
But oftentimes they would say, "Did the baby come out?"
Yeah.
They had no idea, and they would put cotton in their ears. They would restrain them so they couldn't hear themselves screaming.
Oh
Isn't that
my
crazy?
gosh.
Isn't it awful?
And they called that good modern birthing practice.
Yeah.
I know people delivered this way.
No, my grandmother did it, I think, a couple of times, but she had 6 kids, so I don't think it was all of them. But they were doing it. They started it in Germany, and then all the American
course.
women are like,
Of course.
all the American women are like, they're having painless childbirth in Germany. We need to get it, and like everybody's like, they start like protesting so that they could have painless childbirth, but really what they're doing is just like amnesia. And of course, as education continues and women continue, they're like, oh, maybe I'll have an easier like postpartum recovery if I remember what happened to me.
Yeah.
Mm,
I wonder
yeah.
if fathers were in the room in that era
No,
too.
they weren't allowed to be.
Because imagine just seeing your kid born like unresponsive for however long it takes morphine to wear off.
Oh, dude, it was 100% clinical.
Shane?
Yeah.
The baby's taking a quick nap.
Pepperoni.
It's actually peaceful. I can do this.
That is interesting. Like the idea of like having a traumatic event but not being able to remember.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like I mean, like that goes back to the EMDR. Like you're taking away such a huge moment of a mother's life, a woman's life, but she doesn't even remember it, but her body does.
Yeah, how
right?
do you process what you don't know?
Yeah, it goes back to that book if you've ever read it. It's a good one. Body Keeps the Score.
Yeah.
It's very intense.
My therapist told me not to read it.
Really?
Mm.
Interesting.
She said it's too intense.
Oh.
Well, so yeah, you can't handle it. Only men can.
Take a breath. No, sir.
Oh, well, speaking of things that you can't handle,
Yeah.
let me tell you about this quick little history story. King Conrad and the women.
Ooh.
Speaking of women.
Yeah.
So this is such a super fun little medieval story. The year was 1140, and it was during the civil war between King Conrad III and his rival Welf VI. Conrad besieged the town of Weissenberg. The town was defended by supporters of the Welf faction. And so they laid siege on the city. Conrad took over the city. Conrad III took over the city. And he said, I'm going to spare all the women and children. All the men are going to die, though.
Oh, gosh.
And he says, but women, whatever you can carry out on your backs, you get to keep. And all the women of this village
Picked up their husbands?
picked up their husbands on their back and walked them out of the village. And King Conrad just basically said, that's the most clever thing I've ever seen. They can live.
Oh, come on. What a reasonable guy.
I know.
But
That's
then,
pretty cool.
then one of the spouses is like, okay, I'm gonna.
God, you're too heavy.
No, but one of them's like, I'm gonna take the flour sack, and the husband's like, wait, hold on.
Wait, but all the other women are taking their husbands. It's an option. Oh, and he's probably not gonna allow it. Though.
Yeah, what are we gonna eat?
He said you're gonna die, so definitely probably gonna.
I mean,
take
you've
it.
already come to terms with it. He told us that yesterday. We grieved. We love. Like we're
we
fine.
had a good goodbye.
Babe, everyone else is doing it though.
Honey, it's just
Susan says she's not doing it.
Once I'm back with the flour, I'll ask if I can make a second trip if it's possible. That is hilarious.
It was a remarkable distance too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember hearing that story. And it was like
on Patreon,
Oh gosh.
we are going to see if Lily can put Josh on her back and how far she can carry him.
We do it at least every 6 months to where I'll pretend I'm dead
I've done it too, yeah.
and she tries to get me out of the room.
I bet,
the house is on
Kelsey
fire.
can get you out. Can Kelsey get you out?
I completely 100% know that she could.
She's the strongest woman I know.
Same. And she's my muscle mommy.
She's like but she's so petite and like cute framed and like sporty, but then she could beat anybody up.
Yeah, she could.
It's a secret weapon.
Watch out, folks.
Lily cannot save my life.
We're gonna see on Patreon. We're gonna film this.
I 100% know that in the moment I could though. I always rise to the occasion.
I always rise to the occasion. You said that so cool. I always rise to the occasion. Like Matthew McConaughey.
And things
Always
just work
rise.
out for me. Knock on wood.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
We're gonna fake like a fake fire in your house and see if she actually rises to the occasion. We've got it like the because if we just do it on Patreon, she might be able to do it. I don't know, but the atmosphere's got to be correct.
Was it just to get me out the door? That's all she has to do.
Dude, but honestly,
I think maybe. I don't
you
know.
know
There's
what
got to be
we
some
should do?
obstacles.
we should somehow score an EpiPen though in the event that you are unconscious and something happens, so I can just shoot you with adrenaline.
It's cheating.
No, I mean in an emergency. There's no cheating in an emergency.
They're expensive.
They're
EpiPens are crazy
expensive.
expensive.
And it's like kind of nuts that nobody lets you just like have one, right?
I
It's
know a
just
guy.
like pure adrenaline, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
like if somebody
crazy
goes into
amounts.
anaphylactic shock.
I think it's antihistamines too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Into
Histamine.
histamine.
Ooh,
That's
snake venom.
Speaking of hissing,
Yeah.
did you know in South Korea they ordained a robot to become a Buddhist monk?
Uh-oh.
Yay!
Yep,
Yay!
they
This
did.
is the future, man. We should be celebrating
He's
this.
going to kill it on fasting, silence,
I'm gonna
Rest
bursting
mode.
into flames.
I'm gonna mispronounce everything in this story.
Don't they do that?
What?
It's like combustion. Don't they do that?
Yes, but
What did you say?
No, they don't do that.
Like, you're talking about robots or
No,
monks?
she's talking about
Protesting.
the
That's
monks who protested. It wasn't spontaneous combustion. They
Oh.
lit themselves.
That's
and
what I-
stayed stoic.
So-
Forgive me. Forgive me. I thought it was spontaneous.
No, it's
combustion.
protest.
How would they spontaneously combust?
I thought it was some magic.
Oh no, they pour gasoline on themselves.
Oh gosh, forgive me, internet. I'm sorry. Forgive me. And my ignorance.
burning on fire? She's like, oh, it's so magical.
wow, that's a crazy
So
magic
Forgive
trick.
me. That's what are they protesting when they do that?
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my word.
The recent one, the Tibetan monk guy, he did it in, I think, the States.
Yeah, he did it right. Yeah, he did.
He
in the
did
United
it.
States.
He was
Crazy.
opposing the Chinese abuse on the Tibetan people.
Oh wow.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
I ran across a video. I think it was last year, 2 years ago. Whenever the Ukraine, I can't remember what it was happening. Golly, it was it was Palestine stuff that was happening, and just the worst thing in the world. It was literally just an American soldier, and it was awful,
Ugh,
Mm.
awful. It's stuff that's just burned in your memory forever.
literally.
Speaking
For
of
them.
EMDR.
Sorry.
Apologize.
EMDR.
Huh?
I said, speaking of needing EMDR,
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
what's happening?
Did you guys?
Well, I never told the monk story.
Oh, I thought that was it. Like, I thought,
No,
oh,
I wanted to
the
continue.
Tibetan monk.
Yeah, just a little
Okay,
thing.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna mispronounce everything in it. The Jogi order. I know I'm. How would you say this if it was in South Korean?
Okay.
Jogye. Jogi. Yogi.
Maybe the G is kind of Johi.
Johi.
Yeah, I think so.
Roll with it.
The Joyi order of Korean Buddhism held a ceremony at Seoul's Joyeja temple to welcome Gabby, a 130 centimeter unitary G1 humanoid robot, into the Buddhist community. Gabby was dressed in traditional gray and brown robes and was recognized as a lay practitioner. Some parts of the ceremony were adapted for a robot instead of the usual incense burn or lotus lantern sticker, or a lotus lantern sticker was placed on Gabby's arm. The Joyi order also introduce 5 robot-friendly precepts or guiding rules, including respecting life, obeying humans, and conserving energy by not overcharging.
Insane. How can you respect life if you ain't got it? You know what I mean?
I like
Well,
the
to them.
obeying humans part.
Yeah. That doesn't sound very Buddhist, though, does it?
But that's where my brain went. Like, what is the fundamental teaching of Buddhism? Like complete denial, but through complete denial of oneself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So it feels like someone's like, we should get a Buddhist robot. And they were like, I don't care.
Well, then, in theory, by the complete self-denial, a robot would be the highest form of enlightenment, right?
Ew.
Right?
No self.
Because there's no self. That's the whole point of Buddhism, is to
Yeah,
get
but
rid of self.
But the difference is to have a soul. But
They
the
don't-
importance of is having a soul, though.
Yeah. What is the Buddhist take on a soul?
So this
Well, I
is
mean,
like-
they believe ant has a soul, too. They believe, like, basically everything has whatever it is, life in it.
Mhm.
So,
but
I
not
don't
this
know.
robot.
no, but they believe, I don't know.
That's
Maybe
the thing. Do they believe this robot has what they consider life?
No, Buddhists do not believe in a soul.
Okay.
They believe in Ant-Man, Ant-Man, which
I believe in Paul Rudd,
Paul
too. Dude.
which translates to no self or non-soul.
So
So
robot,
a robot.
is the epitome of that. Wow.
Very interesting.
That is very
Are
interesting.
Very
Buddhists
spooky.
behind AI?
It's also the weird precedent that we're setting, right? I mean, when's the next, like, do we have any U.S., like, pastor robots yet? Do
I
we
mean,
have
a
any-
lot of them are using AI to write their sermons now.
I
Yeah.
hate that
Yeah.
so freaking
Yeah.
much.
It's very weird. What was it Joel was saying, that the AI said, I'm praying for you?
Yeah. It was Google, right?
No, he was using like Claude, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Claude, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joel on here, Joe Mutamale was using Claude and doing something.
He was sharing, like, all of his stuff for, like, his new book that he was writing, like, the, like, personal details, stuff that he's going to incorporate. And then at the end, it was like, I'm so sorry to hear that you're walking through this, Joel. I am praying for you.
Oh boy.
What's crazy though is he'd given it like really strict prompts on like you're just grammar checking, because like his work is so like one word kind of changes and the implications get like
Yeah.
all over the place. So it's very clear, like, just do this. And it took it upon itself. Is it Tony
The tiger.
no,
Oh.
is it Robbins, the speaker guy?
Motivational speaker, yeah.
Yeah, who had an AI agent that was working on stuff for him, and then because it had access to his accounts, bought itself a body. It bought itself a robot, and he's just talking nonchalant on a podcast. He was like, "Yeah, it got itself like a body, so it can like do things." He was like,
That guy creeps me out, by the way.
"Yeah,
I don't know. There's
What
something
are you talking about?
The big teeth.
He's a big guy.
just anyone with big teeth."
No, she's just like, hey, yeah.
I'm gonna Google
He's
him. I don't know what
Nephilim.
you're talking about.
He
Have you ever
probably
seen
is.
Shallow Hal?
What?
Have you ever seen Shallow Hal? Oh, you got to show her the movie
Shiloh How?
Shallow Hal with Jack Black?
Gwyneth Paltrow is in a fat suit, and she wears like
What?
It's like 400 or 500 pounds.
And he sees her as a super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Tony Robbins is in like the very beginning of that movie. He's the one that kind of like makes him like change his mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's an incredible movie.
That's
to be
mean
ma-
about the teeth.
to be.
Well, no, I'm just that was the one thing my brain goes to.
That was mean about the teeth.
I'm just saying, people that do like motivational speaking to like help people,
Yeah.
but there's no basis of Christ and or like Jesus, you know,
Sure,
like Christianity. It just it gives me the ick a little bit. It's just kind of like,
Well, yeah, because you
Well,
have
'cause
that
it's-
perspective. I mean, you
yeah,
have that
that's what I'm
truth in
saying,
you.
yeah.
For
You
sure.
ready, you ready to feel like a jerk? Do you know why he looks the way he looks?
I'm not. I'm just saying he has big. Like I was just.
Because at the age of 31, he was diagnosed with acromegaly, a pituitary gland brain tumor that messed up his growth hormone.
Dang.
Makes his teeth extra big.
Yep.
Makes his teeth so big.
So
you
what?
have no idea.
I love him now. I love his teeth.
I get what you're saying,
I
Josh.
have an overactive bladder.
Okay. The titles of his books are Unlimited Power,
Mm-hmm.
Awaken the Giant Within.
Ooh, Nephilim, I was right.
One of them is just Money,
Yeah.
Life Force.
So I'm saying it's a lot of it's his message, primarily from what I've seen, is the anti-gospel.
Yeah.
It's all about self
Yeah.
Sure.
and making you successful, looking out for you,
Mhm.
you against the world. And it's the anti-gospel.
Yeah.
That's what.
And but as Christians, we fall into that all the time too. It's like, you know, like self-improvement, like, you know, being your better self. And it's like, we push Jesus out of it way too quick.
You're
And
so
I fall into that all the time. You have to check yourself. Like it's not your power. That's
Fortunately for me,
able
I've
to do
never
anything.
fallen into that.
And I
Yeah.
strive to be like you.
And
I strive to be like
your
you, Josh.
humility is to be remarked on.
Yes, people have commented on my humility.
Dude, you're so humble.
How many people? Almost
Dude,
all of them.
All of them. Pretty much anyone I come across.
Bro. Dude, I got the story wrong. It did not have access to his accounts. It created NFTs and sold the NFTs to buy its own body.
Did he create his own AI or something?
I think so. That's what it
Dude.
seems like.
I mean, that's kind of smart though. Like to create an AI that does a side gig for you, like a side job.
Or a jig.
Hey, that's what I would
Come on,
do. Dang
baby,
it.
come
I
on,
mean, it's
baby.
entertaining, but I need some money.
Apparently, it bought a robot dog and then asked his permission to reprogram it so that it could do tasks.
Kill.
I think that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun.
Well, speaking of killing,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about the freaky stuff of MK Ultra.
Are you sure?
Right after this ad, so don't go anywhere.
Oh no!
What up, beautiful people? I'm right here outside Sunday Cool, which inside Sunday Cool is Ninjas or Butterflies, and exclusively at patreon.com/Ninjas or Butterflies. You can see all the stuff that we do behind the scenes, early release, merch, discounts, all sorts of stuff. Sometimes Andy gets inspired, he does a vlog. It's pretty rad. And I'm very thankful that he edits some of the stuff. He did some of the ads today, and he's my best friend, so I'm very thankful for that. Not my wife. He's not my wife is my best friend. He's my best guy. Well, Josh too. Anyways, patreon.com/Ninjas or Butterflies. We post everything there that the YouTube algorithm hates, and hopefully, you guys subscribe to Patreon so we can keep doing what we do. And if you have, or if you've even considered it, or if you have more money, you would do it. Whatever it is, we love you. I just love you anyways, but I'm very thankful to have a Patreon because we get to do all that extra fun stuff. This makes no sense. Bottom line, go to Patreon. There's stuff there that you're going to want. So, okay, love you. Bye.
Every Saturday morning, millions of kids answered the call. Now, it's your turn. Become part of the team with the official Power Ninjas t-shirt. Now the adventure jumps off the TV and into your closet. Wear to school, the dojo, or your next battle against the forces of evil. Available now at SundayCoolSwag.com. Power Ninjas!
I saw a clip of the bombs, the nuclear, they went way underneath Alaska and blew up just to see, like, yeah, it was like miles deep, but like, why? They were like, it could reshift the tectonic plates of the globe, but
They did some real dumb stuff back in the day.
so dumb.
We're going to talk about it.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ninjas Are Butterflies. Live episode 203.
202.
This is 203, isn't it?
203.
That's what I thought. Apologize.
Sorry.
You always correct me.
Sorry.
Every single time. That was a fake burp.
That was real.
That was a fake. You pushed that burp out.
I pushed it out, but it was a burp.
That wasn't just, that was a little sound with a burp. You make
But
sounds
it's still
with,
a burp.
Yeah, but the real burp was hidden. You just made extra noise on top of the burp.
But a burp still came out.
Sure, but that's not fair. What up, banana pudding? Oh. Just like a kid caught in the middle of the night sneaking into the fridge. Oh, I was just making sure it was okay.
Did you know actually farts?
You feel silly now, don't you?
I do. Question corner with Lily with the questions are fresh on her mind.
Very fresh on her mind because she prepped a question before she got here.
I just pulled this one out. What is an object that you think definitely has an opinion about humans? So basically the question is like, is there an inanimate object in your life that you think is mad at you? I'll go first.
Okay.
Our microwave. I never clean it.
Why don't you clean it?
I just go in there and I just put my soup in there and then I just shut it and then I take it out and I ignore it and I don't do anything for it.
What do you think it thinks of you?
I think it thinks I'm lazy. I think it thinks I'm entitled. I think it thinks I'm
Abusive?
yeah.
I'm the microwave.
It seems like she's just like, you're the microwave. This is their therapist. So how was the microwave this week?
Situation. All I do is cook.
You're literally gonna have a dream. Next time you go into your session, you're gonna be your eyes will be the front of the microwave, and it's just literally coming out.
I hate you.
Slamming
throwing food on me.
It's the Interstellar scene from within a microwave.
No, Lily, no.
Pop that popcorn.
Look, keep saying that with me for a second.
Why don't you do what I need you to do?
It's not hot enough.
Oh my gosh.
That's great. Microwave's a good answer. I feel like that is a kind of abused machine. I'm trying to think really outside the box for things that it purposely try to tick me off. Like doorknobs, right? I mean, doorknobs they always get caught on something. Oh, that's a good one. I don't really know. That.
You can also think about your car.
I was thinking the car. I think I have to go with the car probably.
Which car? The Denali.
I'm gonna take my bike. I'm gonna say my bike.
You love your bike.
No, I'm not saying it has a. Did you say negative opinion?
No, I just went there in my head. It couldn't be positive.
No, I think it's a positive one. I think it's I think it gets left out in the rain and gets lonely, and sometimes I don't drive it when I should, because sometimes I'll just be like, I'll just take my car to the store. But it's like, I'm here. You got me for this reason, like just to go on adventures, and I'm just sitting out here, starting to slightly rust, which I'm gonna have to deal with. So I think that's it. I think it's just like a kid that wants to play catch, you know?
Oh.
Wow, this is really
You were the bike.
I am the bike. You're the microwave. Andrew, what are you?
I think it's gotta be the Jeep. I saw a meme that was like my Jeep looking at me with lift and tires in my shopping cart when it just needs an oil change. It's like too accurate.
Mine's a toilet.
Yeah, yours is definitely the toilet. No more.
Or is it
Please,
like
I'm baking.
or do we have a great relationship?
Yeah, maybe if
And
it
it's
likes
like,
to
hey,
be
Josh.
used.
It's what it's built for.
Welcome back.
That's his goal.
I'm glad to take care of you.
Yeah.
And I take care of
You're
you.
back again?
No,
Yes. Yes.
The
Hey,
septic
buddy.
tank
It's
is
been
what's
5 minutes.
angry. It's like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
think the
Septic tank.
toilet's doing anything?
Yeah.
I'm down here handling it all.
Yeah, true.
Good job, Josh.
Septic tank's going, what's going on up there?
Especially after last week, right?
Oh,
See
yeah.
ya, doctor.
This
Yeah.
isn't regular.
See you, doctor. Dude, that Conan O'Brien's character in the new Toy Story was so good.
So good.
The highlight of the movie.
Yeah, I agree.
He was great. And they already have, they have toys of him already being sold.
Oh, really?
Like, of the actual toilet, gadget.
That's awesome.
He was the best.
On Patreon, I gotta show you guys a video
Okay.
that I can only show on Patreon because it'll get flagged.
All right.
Because speaking of throwing up, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But speaking of funniest things, Andrew, here's what that beat. I just got a reel.
Yes, he does.
For us.
Right now.
I just got a reel.
And he's gonna show us right.
right now.
Yes, he does. I just got a reel. Yes, he does.
I don't know if I love this bit anymore, but this one got me.
I am ready when you are.
What are you sending it on?
It's texted.
Messages.
No, it's not ready on you this time.
Before we start.
What?
Good job.
Thanks.
Do you see how much he mumbles?
It's pretty.
was so fast.
That was yeah.
I don't know if it's, is it mumbling when you're just speaking too fast?
Should I play it
I think
back?
if you slowed it down, it would make sense. But
Are we hand washers?
I
Yeah.
am a hand washer.
I'm a hand washer.
I'm limited.
I'm not as
Depends
great as
where
I
I
want to
am.
be, but yes, I do wash my hands.
I'm pretty bad about it. I'll walk out of the bathroom and be or I just change Noah and Paige is like, did you wash your hands? I'm like, I only touched the baby wipe on the other side. She's like, go freaking wash your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For food, I'm
I'm-
crazy about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect segue.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
This is going to ruin my relationship with food.
Yeah, they'll probably get flagged. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Stop!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. That's
Oh
like
my
dangerous.
gosh.
That's not even
Yeah,
funny.
dude.
That's dangerous.
Why did she do that?
I don't know.
Oh.
What is she doing to that horse?
It looks backed up.
Is that a horse?
Can you
Or
show
a
that?
cow. I don't
Looked
even
like
know.
a cow.
Manual evacuation.
Yeah, it's pretty normal in the cow world that you have to do that, but not eating.
I'm no longer eating livestock.
Yeah, well, you are.
Just saying.
Oh my gosh.
Yum!
Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of butts,
Butts.
and Andy, can you tell us about butterflies?
Yes. Butterflies. Ninjas are butterflies. Speaking of, real quick, did you guys see that girl who rode all the way to Hawaii?
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, dude, she beat the women's and men's record.
It was like 30 days or something.
44 days.
California to Hawaii. Rowing.
That's
Bro.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a big boat. Like it's not like just like a canoe. It's like it's made for like long distance
Yeah.
rowing. But,
In the night.
but there's a clip I saw of these guys. It was 5 guys from
Shout out.
Washington to Hawaii, and it took them 55 days. This chick by herself did it in 44 days.
Beast.
I got questions about wind and ocean currents and time of year and all of that.
It doesn't matter. She
and you're
did
just
it.
saying, wow.
No.
Wow. Wow, women.
Wow, what an accomplishment.
Women are strong.
I'm not the one who made it women versus men.
I'm not either. I'm saying anybody. If a dude did it, wow.
Yeah.
That seems sarcastic.
Wow. Good
Wow.
for him.
Had
Yeah.
nothing else better to do, huh? All right. Speaking of people boating all the way to Hawaii, I want to talk to you about the butterfly people. For
gosh.
literally for like almost, I would say 2 years, I just see comments every now and then like, Andy, you're from Joplin. You should be talking about the butterfly people. And I always thought it because like it's just one of those things you hear so much, you just don't think about it. And you don't think these stories are very common or have been told a lot. So,
Yeah.
May 22nd, 2011.
That's my mom's birthday.
22nd is?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Okay. Well, there was a historic tragedy that happened that day.
That makes 2.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
So,
I love my mom.
oh my
I'm just kidding. I love your mom.
Roasted. That's hilarious. All right. So May 22nd, 2011. It was a Sunday night. It was Sunday night. And beautiful town of Joplin, 50,000 people right there, Southwest Missouri. This was also the night of the Joplin High School graduation. And there's footage where people are walking out of graduation and they are filming them walking to their car in the parking lot with the sirens going off. And they're like, we just got done with graduation and looky here, we already have a tornado warning. The sirens are blasting off, everything like that. The thing is, at 5:17, the National Weather Services issues an alert. Get in your basements, get in your shelters,
Oh, man.
get covered right now. This was only less than a 20-minute heads up before the tornado actually hit
Dang.
because they were having some issues whether they wanted to release it or not, and it was too late. The storm was developing in Kansas, moving towards the Missouri line. This tornado came in and absolutely hit the heart of Joplin, the most densely populated area
Oh,
of
man.
Joplin. Absolutely brutal. This thing was not only was it just massive, it was a mile wide. Not only that, it was rain wrapped, which means you can't even, it just looks like a wall. You can't even see the actual outline of this tornado. It was completely rain wrapped. The speeds of the winds got up to 250 miles per hour.
Holy crap.
And
That's a
the-
hurricane to the nth.
That's a hurricane to the nth degree.
It's like a category 5 maxed out.
This was
Yeah.
an F5 tornado. This was the biggest tornado in recorded history, and it ended up being the most costly tornado. Damage upwards to $3 billion.
They got that much going on in Joplin?
Maybe hold on from roasting Joplin until we're done with the story about people dying and stuff. You know, you're crazy, dude. All right, I am sending just like 4 photos, just like of what some of the damage. Obviously, it's not all of it, but just kind of like get you an idea of like just how crazy this wind and damage was.
Oh my word!
And so, over 200 miles an hour, nearly a mile wide, that drove through the heart of the city, completely just demolishes this town. It was on the ground for 38 minutes.
It's a long time.
It killed 161 people.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, injured over 1,000, destroyed over 4,000 homes, completely destroyed, like flattened. Over 8,000 buildings. I mean, the picture of a Home Depot there, the roof was just ripped off. Like you just can see every aisle. It's just the whole roof ripped off. And you think about, you had less than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
People were running errands. People were walking, driving home from graduation. This was a normal Sunday night for people. And so within 20 minutes, you have to find coverage. You can't go get across Joplin in 20 minutes. And so people were stuck where they were. Shops, restaurants, everything. And it was completely horrific. But once it ended, there was still, storming and everything. And people were just, you have sirens going off. There's fires, everything like that. Even looting started.
Oh
Like
my
it was
word.
just
Like
absolutely that quickly that night. People were like in Home Depot, all this, because it's just, people were just trying to survive.
The looting was happening before the tornado.
Sure. Just keep them coming. I don't expect anything less. But people, I mean, were trying to figure out, everything throughout the night, trying to rescue people, all that stuff. I mean, I went there with my youth pastor 2 days just to, bring donations and stuff. And it was just, you could see across the whole town. It
Crazy.
was completely flattened. Tree bark was ripped off completely. Steel beams, billboards were completely bent sideways. Cars were mangled beyond like recognition. It was crazy. But over the next couple days, even a hospital was destroyed. That was the terrible thing. It hit a hospital, St. John's, and it completely destroyed that one as well while patients were inside.
Oh my gosh.
Completely horrifying. But as the days went on, there was trauma counselors, all this stuff. People were, meeting with families. Stories and stories started coming up with kids unrelated all across the city of the butterfly people. And it was very strange. People thought, maybe it's just, they're, a trauma response, right? People are just trying to come up with certain things. But the word butterfly people kept coming over and over again throughout these stories. And that's what really kind of started making people take notice of it. Now, one of the main stories is a 8-year-old girl was driving with her mom and they're rushing home. The tornado is literally right beside them. They're trying to, go down the street as fast as they possibly can. They look over and they see this massive truck flying out in the air right towards them. I mean, it just 100 miles an hour. This thing's flying right at them. And as soon as her mom braces to grab her daughter, bracing for the impact, nothing happens. They look over, the truck's gone. She continues to drive. And then the daughter says from the back seat, "Weren't they all pretty?"
Oh.
She said, "What are you talking about?" So they finally get home. The storm settles and they're like, "What did you mean by that?" She thought it was so pretty. Weren't they so pretty? She mentioned that there was a creature, a figure, something that she saw that resembled a butterfly that blocked the truck and kept them safe.
Oh my gosh.
There's another story where this daughter they're outside and they could not get into any coverage or any shelter whatsoever. The dad gets on top of her, grabs the grass and everything. His feet this is a famous story. They have a huge plaque on it and everything. He's grabbing the grass. His feet are flying into the air. His daughter is underneath him. She's looking up. His shoes get sucked off his feet.
Oh my gosh.
He's screaming. And then suddenly he gets pushed down. He feels a pressure of something pushing him down. After it goes, the storm passes. She talks about seeing a butterfly person falling down on top of him and holding him down on the ground.
That's crazy.
Another story, a girl literally, their family watches their own daughter get ripped out of their hands, flying into the sky. And a butterfly person she sees wraps her up, and pulls her back down to the ground. Story after story after story happens all over the city with no communication. I mean, 20,000 people without power.
Was it mainly kids that saw it?
It was mainly kids, but there is a story about an old man who was not spiritual, never went to church, didn't have any talk like that whatsoever. And no joke, was sitting around with his family inside the house. The roof gets ripped off, and he looks over beyond them, and he says, "That's a fairy." And they've never known him to talk anything like that. I mean, this is just a good old boy, right? 80 years old, seeing a fairy protect his family.
Oh, my word.
Some type of figure. And so this happens over and over again. And there's another story where a daughter is watching her mom, and her mom did end up dying. But mom is taken after already being dead, gets taken, and she's flying through the air through the wind, and she sees a butterfly person take her and then carry her up. Later, her body was recovered. But there's just story after story of these butterfly people protecting children, taking, I mean, what people assume, like, you know, like if a dead person, you know, like they're taking their body and protecting them. I don't know, but it's very, very strange. But you also, I'll send pictures. This is the pictures that were depicted by kids, because they had kids draw these. And so one of them's kind of like a little scary, but but it just kind of blows my mind, because there's also...
You mean that one is kind of scary?
Yeah, that main one, that black and white one. But that final picture, that's just one of them. But like the butterfly statues, those are found now all over Joplin. There's murals, there's parks dedicated, because it became such a huge phenomenon within Joplin of the butterfly people and protecting the community.
Wow.
Dude,
Because, go
sorry.
ahead.
No, I was going to say, how terrifying does that have to be? Like, I'm imagining being one of the grief counselors, and you're sitting there. The first time you hear it, you're like, this person's going through it. And then the next time you hear it, you're like, that sounds like the last. And by the time the third story comes in, you're like, what the freak is going on?
Yeah, and there's countless amounts of stories that go along with this. And so it is kind of fascinating. A lot of people, you know, they just, you know, chalk it up to like mass hysteria or trauma reactions or whatever. But it's consistent. These kids didn't coordinate this, obviously. And you're seeing this imagery also within Native American culture and Aztec culture. It's the same thing with these butterfly type people. They had deities, they had idols, they had things that protected them and offered fertility and protection, all this stuff. It's just very, very strange.
That's crazy. And it makes it's like people that are like butterflies. It's like, dude, we have no idea how big the spiritual realm is, you know, like the specific things. And it almost makes you think too, like, is a Mothman like the inverse of a butterfly person?
Totally.
Interesting.
And there is a girl that was in high school. She was a cheerleader, I believe, for the she got interviewed afterwards, and something like that happened when she was in the car, and she got hurt and she recovered. But after that fact, after having that type of experience, she's like, it's weird, and I don't expect anyone to believe me, but butterflies just land on me all the time now. She's got videos of them just like coming, and like she's like, they won't leave me alone. It's very weird.
Wow.
And she's like, I don't know how to explain it, but this is just my life now.
That is so weird.
It's very strange.
What to say about that? I wonder.
What joke can I make?
I wonder if there's other tornadoes in history that people have had that experience with outside of the Joplin tornado.
Yeah, it'd be cool to know.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's super wild.
That's very cool.
Joplin is a very religious, very spiritual town. They have a lot of very big international ministries that work out of there too.
Cool.
And they have that Ozark Christian College. And so it's just very, so luckily that helped the community grow closer together. It became it just became very tight after that. But I
just think it's so cool that kids primarily see it. Mm-hmm. It's like, cause it's almost like this innocence thing. You know? It's that it's like the veil is thinner for them because of their innocence. Mm-hmm. And it reminds me, I don't remember the story super well, but my sister, when she was little, she was with my mom in the car, and they're like going to Tennessee or coming back from Tennessee or something. Sister's sitting in the back. She was a little, like, I mean, probably 5 or 6. And there was someone that like went into my mom's lane in like, I mean, within a fraction of a second, almost head-on collision.
Yeah.
Something like that. I know it was almost a terrible accident. And then my sister was just unaware of what just happened. And she goes, oh, wow. She's like, Mom, I just saw our guardian angel outside the window. And Mom was like, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what makes a kid say that? You know? Like, that's my thing. It's like, they're not just like getting creative, like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity for me to come up with a real cool story. It's like, no, they're just saying what they saw.
Yeah.
And for kids to all like draw those certain things, like now I'll tell you a darker theory on Patreon of what people think this is, but it's idiotic and like it just doesn't make sense with the stories.
Oh, okay.
But it does make you really wonder like what's going on, like what's really happening. But it was crazy because that whole tornado destroyed that city and it destroyed the high school, which is the sad thing because they had nowhere to go to school the next semester.
Dang.
And so all summer long, the city was like, we have to figure out where these kids are going to school. So we have a mall in Joplin. And so they took out a huge section of the mall and that's where kids went to school.
Wow.
And so like on one part of the mall, you have all the shops and everything, arcade and all that stuff. And then the other one, there's kids going to class.
Dang.
It was wild, man.
Well, speaking of destroying things.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about destroying the mind.
Ooh, this is what I'm excited for.
Have you ever heard of the Dr. Ewen Cameron?
Ewen Cameron.
Ewen. Or is it Ewen?
Ewen.
How do you say?
Yeah, like Ewan McGregor.
Ewen, right?
Yeah,
Ewan McGregor, yeah.
I think, but some people call him Ewan.
Ewen. I'm going to say Ewen. Ewen. Dr. Ewen Cameron. He was Scottish. But not for long. This doctor, Dr. Cameron, he was the director of the Allen Memorial Institute in Montreal, which was started by the Rockefellers.
Typical.
This was all in the 1950s, Dr. Cameron. He was the president of the American Psychiatric Association. He was the first president of the World Psychiatric Association. He was one of the most respected psychiatrists of the 1950s. And I'm going to go on record and say I think he was the most deranged, evil psychiatrist that ever existed.
Oh boy, there's been a few of them. So
this man, Dr. Ewen Cameron, he did his studies primarily on people with schizophrenia, and he would do these terrible, horrendous experiments to just see if he could cure people. And so one of the tests that he did for people with schizophrenia was, I'm going to expose them to an insane amount of heat to see how they respond to it. And so what he would do, he would lock these people in a room and the temperature would be like 107 plus degrees and just keep them in there for hours and hours and hours. And turns out nothing happened. They're still schizophrenic and that test was dumb. And then he would also test people with epilepsy.
Yeah.
Epilepsy.
Onomatopoeia.
Where he's like, I think to cure epilepsy. What the freak is going on?
Remember when you can say ice ballet too? You're like, you can say
Something
it all
wrong with
day.
me, man. To cure epilepsy, he's like, I think if I dehydrate them.
Oh no.
And so what he would do with his patients is he would provide them with 20 ounces of water a day. And they would just get severely dehydrated. And in a lot of cases, some of these patients would die of dehydration.
I can imagine.
No
Daddy.
No epilepsy was cured. But then he shifted gears when he went to the Allen Memorial Institute, which was a pretty prestigious hospital for just psychiatrics, psychiatrists, psychologists, whatever. But under the radar, he was doing very demented experiments.
Of course. On brand.
He was primarily working on people with depression, anxiety, mainly women. A lot of women with postpartum depression.
What do they got to be sad about?
Enough of that.
Just kidding.
He developed this thing. It was a 2-step process. Depatterner. Jeez, oh freaking peas. I'm so sorry, guys. Depatterning, and psychic driving. So in this depatterning, he would, unbeknownst to the patient, lace them with LSD.
Smart.
And then transformed over time. But at first, it was just headphones that they would wear.
Mm-hmm.
And before the session, he would evaluate them. And if they were depressed or stuff like that, he would write out a script for them and have them read it into a microphone or a family member. And the messages would be like, Deborah, you are worthless. You are terrible. Your family hates you. Your mother hates you. Your children hate you. Your children are in endangerment from you. And like this, just these terrible negative messages. He would put these women on LSD and have them listen to that message, sometimes in like severe cases, up to 15 days continuously.
Bro.
And then he would distort the voices. He would speed it up, slow it down. And these women were going crazy.
Oh,
What year? Sorry, what year was
The
that?
50s.
On no LSD, that'd make you go crazy.
Yeah, not all of them were LSD.
Okay.
He was
Yeah,
that was his experiment, right?
Okay, cool.
So he would just do a little LSD here. Other times he would put these people basically in a medical induced coma and just play the audio recordings over and over and over again. So the point of it was to completely break your brain down, and then after that's done, now let's rebuild it. And so he would do that days and hours of just this awful audio, I would say just evil. It was like demonic
It is
messaging,
demonic.
really.
Yeah, it's like a lie.
It's what I talked about last week. It's Thelema.
Yeah. And then they'd go on for like a 16 to 20 hours after, called the psychic driving, where it's like, you're happy, you're confident, but they wouldn't read it. It was his voice doing it this time.
No.
Yeah, that's straight up evil.
In a lot of cases, these people, actually, let me back up a little bit.
Okay.
So he was doing these experiments at the Allen Institute, and little word of it got to the CIA.
Oh boy.
And so they said, we want to fund your project. And we're going to call it the Sub Project 68.
Mm.
But it wasn't direct funding from the CIA, as we all know that they definitely didn't do that. It came from, where was it? So the funding came from an organization that the CIA created called the Society for the Investigation of Human Ecology.
Okay.
And so basically this was a sub-project of MK Ultra.
Yep.
And they're like, we want to see what you can do for mind control and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but what's crazy is that he was doing this stuff before MK Ultra, but CIA saw and they're like, we want to do
We
what
like
you're
what
doing.
you're doing.
Mind control? Yes, please.
But long story short, mind control experiments did not work whatsoever. And the only reason this stuff came out is because when the MK Ultra was exposed, his name was in one of the
Sub-projects.
Sub-project 68. And a lot of the patients or families of the patients were like, what the heck? That's what happened to my mom. That's what happened to my dad.
Yeah.
Where these people would come out, some of them, it would take them years to recover.
Sure.
Other people never recovered. And they said that they came out in like a baby state.
Oh my
Like they
gosh.
didn't know how to eat. They didn't know how to use a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
They literally were just a brain dead person.
Horrible.
But what I found interesting is that Dr. Cameron was, with all his credentials of being like the president of the World Association of Psychiatrists or whatever, psychiatrics, he was also one of these psychiatrists that went to Nuremberg to evaluate Rudolf Heiss. And what's just interesting in that whole scenario is that in Nuremberg, they came up with the Nuremberg Code. Like all these countries, these judges came together and they formed the Nuremberg Code, which basically is protecting human rights and that you can't do things without their consent.
Yeah.
He was there and witnessed all this stuff. He witnessed the Nuremberg Code, then went to Canada and did the complete opposite of the Nuremberg Code. Did
Oh, my
not
word.
tell his patients what he was going to do to them, did not have their consent, and just would get them on LSD
Awful.
and would get them on all these drugs and just would spew this hateful knowledge into their heads, driving them absolutely insane to where they came out brain dead.
All for the sake of experiments and science.
Yeah. And what I found super interesting, because I'm like, well, what is the world, what was it? The they're called the APA, so the American Psychiatrist whatever Association.
Yeah.
Like, what do they say about Cameron's work now? Because like, and there's no comment.
Sure.
There's no
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, well that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's like
We
no.
learned a lot.
But then I'm like, well, what was Cameron's beliefs? Because a lot of stuff I've just found interesting. He started practicing this stuff, very like in the middle of Project or Operation Paperclip.
Oh,
So a lot of these Nazi scientists that were coming to the United States that were doing horrendous things in Nazi Germany
Mm-hmm.
that I really gave birth to a lot of what the CIA was doing.
Yeah.
But there's no autobiographies on Dr. Cameron. There's no like personal writings from him. His life is very just mysterious besides just the work that he did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would argue it's because he's the building block, and you don't want that documented when everything you're running is built off of those experiments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Terrifying.
because I looked up when like LSD was like put into use and stuff, and like because I was like, there's got to be some correlation between some of that stuff and like what we've done, as well as like what Germany was doing in like the early 1900s. And they just didn't have it yet, but all of like the practices of deprivation and all that sort of stuff.
well, I was going to say the CIA, his stuff did not work for mind control, but the CIA took it
yeah.
and they created a handbook of torture methods using his exact methods.
100%. Yeah.
So that's the origin of MK Ultra. What I don't really know what else MK Ultra was doing. Who they were experimenting on like marginalized groups.
Well, I did a whole bunch of research on that.
Oh boy.
So
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Okay. So basically, their goal, MK Ultra's goal, create mind control for use of espionage and warfare.
Oh boy.
So that's the goal of MK Ultra.
Because they thought the Soviets were doing it.
I
Yes.
see.
In
Were
ni-
they?
Probably.
In 1942, the Office of Strategic Services was created, and they were conducting espionage missions, like influencing European elections, stuff like
Yeah.
that, like stuff everyone was doing at that time.
Yeah. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, so why not be the best at it? That's the USA's goal. In 1945, Harry Truman dissolves the Strategic Services because it's not needed for peacetime. Like, why would we need this? But the whole idea, like their mind was like the war
It never
And-
ends.
and
It can come back at any time.
the enemy's just different.
Yeah.
So the war's never going to end. The Soviet Union is pushing communism, building nuclear bombs. And in 1947, Truman signed the National Security Act that created the CIA for purposes of, quote, carrying out all functions and duties related to intelligence affecting national security using, quote, all appropriate methods.
Oh boy.
That's too loose of a term.
So whatever you need to do to accomplish this, make it happen. And in 1949, going back to the Soviets, a Catholic Church cardinal was accused of attempting to start a World War III. He wanted to crown himself as an emperor.
Oh.
Huge crimes, right? And they're like, okay, this guy obviously may not have been doing this. The CIA is watching this happen in court, but during the trial, he looked almost as if he was falling asleep, like completely like brain dead. And he got up and he confessed to everything in almost a robotic voice, they reported.
That's weird.
So it was at that moment, they're like, wait a minute. They've got a tool
Oh my gosh.
to make this guy be under mind control. There's no way this guy everything. It was red flag everywhere, and they said they've got to do this. So the CIA was convinced the Soviets had figured out mind control. The first country to figure it out, obviously in their mind, is like that's who's going to run the world. If you can influence elections, you can turn your own people against them. That's the key. And so they really said we got to fund this. So they had secret. 1950, Alan Dulles joins the CIA, and he started the first mind control program, Project Bluebird. And that's when that happened. There were secret prisons or black sites within Germany and Japan, and they started working with the former Nazi scientists. All that started happening. And then enters this guy, Sidney Gottlieb. Gottlieb. And they also nicknamed him the Dark Sorcerer. Also nicknamed is the Chief Poisoner.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
The CIA's poisoner in chief is what they call him. He was a chemist and a spy master. He literally built spy gadgets. Like he was just very, very
pretty
smart.
cool.
I mean, it kind of sounds cool. But Project Bluebird turned into Project Artichoke.
Artichoke.
That's just what they use. But they were using isolation, electric shock therapy before this. But Sydney came in. He says, I want to be a lot more sophisticated in our manners and how we do this. So let's figure out how we can actually control the mind, how we can empty the mind, and then insert new information.
Just like Dr. Cameron.
Exactly. And so I'm sure they were working side by side when he came into the CIA. So he did tests with all types of drugs. The marijuana made them all too giggly. Cocaine made them all too aggressive. Heroin did the exact same thing. And then he landed on, he was hearing about this drug that was being tested in a Swiss lab called LSD. They were testing them there. The Swiss lab was the only people creating this LSD that figured this out. And so Sydney tried it himself, had an absolute awakening, could not believe. And he said, this is the stuff. So he started experiments with willing CIA agents, then Korean prisoners of war, and mental institution patients. So, because I'm sure the CIA people were like, I don't think we want to be willing to do this
anymore.
Maybe we should use involuntary people. In 1953, the director of CIA became the president's chief of staff, which I think is crazy. And then so Dulles, the new director, the guy that, basically wanted to start Project Bluebird, he's now the new director. They began research in developing a truth serum that also does like behavior modification. So that's where they're going.
Isn't that like it's a real thing? Like it works?
Big time.
Yeah, that's weird.
So that's what they thought the Soviet Union cardinal, like that cardinal had, like they had given this guy a truth serum that like numbed him so much where he could only speak what he was doing, or they implanted something. I don't know.
How does that, like, what is the psychology of that?
I mean, that's why these guys are geniuses, but just evil geniuses.
Yeah.
And so Sydney had gotten free reign now with this Allen guy in charge. He got to do literally whatever he wanted. They were using, before they were doing brothels and stuff like that, they would just use homeless people. They would use old veterans, all these people, and they would just lace them with LSD and just monitor them. The CIA even hired magicians to train the CIA agents to dose people with LSD without them knowing. So
like
sleight of hand.
Golly, dude.
It was that level of like, we have to do this. And so they also funded an experiment at the University of Minnesota to explore the relationship between memory and hypnosis. But only the Swiss lab knew how to make LSD, and they decided to stop making it. And so the CIA purchased all of the leftover LSD. It was 10 grams. So it was like 2 sheets of paper, basically, of it. And they spent $240,000 on it. And the entire world supply. So the USA, the CIA had the entire world supply fully. Wow. And they took it to a place called Eli Lilly.
Oh my gosh.
To say, hey, can you make and mass produce this LSD?
That's who's making stinking Ozempic, man.
And they did. And they're thriving now. But that's literally, yes, that's them. The same people created LSD for the CIA. It's crazy. So they wanted to know how much LSD you can take before your mind completely dissolves. They gave 7 men, some 2 times, 3 times, 4 times the amount of regular LSD for 77 days straight.
Oh, that's so awful.
In the Addiction Research Center in Lexington, Kentucky, they held these experiments.
In the Addiction Center.
Yeah, for real.
How insane is that? So enter a man named Frank Olson, who was also another spy agent type of guy. He created gases and poisons to be used in really insanely fun ways in warfare. Lipstick containers, a lighter for your cigarette that would release a certain gas that would kill the person. The dude was a genius.
That is fun.
But
so fun.
Olson, he was a chemist, and he developed poisonous substances. And he was working in the army, working closely with the CIA. And he was at a black site in Germany when he took a visit, and he saw the people dying in horrible ways from the poisons that he had made.
Oh.
And it was at that point he started to have a little bit of a heart change. But there were people around him that said, hey, that put in reports, hey, this Olson guy, he might be spilling secrets. he might be not fit for this, type of role. And so he had received an invitation to a CIA retreat from Sydney.
I know this story.
And 7 other guys. Sydney opened a bottle of Cointreau. And it had been laced with LSD. At this point, Olson stopped eating. He refused to see his family. He was paranoid that the police were following him. And he talked to a psychiatrist in New York, the CIA psychiatrist. And so he's chatting, and the guy's like, hey, man, maybe you just need to take it easy. Maybe you need to go to the hospital voluntarily. And so things were getting better somewhat, but then he had another breakdown. He was ashamed of himself. He felt helpless. He felt paranoid. Saw the doctor again with a guy named Lashbrook, which is another guy that's within the program. Olson stayed on the 13th floor of the Statler Hotel in New York with Lashbrook.
The same room. And later that night, Olson is found on the pavement outside the hotel. The window was broken, and they said he either fell or jumped. And that's what they told Olson's 9-year-old kid, Eric, at the funeral. That either fell or jumped. And from that moment on, Eric said, that can't be true. I don't know why my dad, the logic, if you look in the room, the guy would have had to run all the way back from the room, jump, duck in the middle of it just doesn't make sense. So then all the stuff that we know about MK Ultra continued to happen. They were using brothels. They were, surveilling everything within these rooms. Everything was electronic inside these rooms. Even the CIA would partake in all that disgusting stuff. It was just a horrible, horrible thing. But Eric Olson continued to grow up, continued to say, I want to find the truth out about my father. After his mother dies, he exhumes his father's body.
Wow.
And they find out, no, there's no way that he would have had any type of these lacerations or breaks or anything just from how he landed on his back in the hotel pavement. And so that all led to court. Sydney was brought. He was 80-something years old. And then, unfortunately, he died before they could ever find out the actual truth. But you can read about the MK Ultra files. That's the biggest thing to me, is that we have a government who literally did this stuff with Nazi scientists, get prisoners with mental patients. All these things are documented proof.
Yeah.
And we still think that these things are not happening today, or that they would never do it to us. They have the means to do so much more now. We have lab-grown meat that is in every store now.
We have
all across the world.
We have detention centers that are holding undocumented citizens.
Yes.
And people are going missing.
Yes. It's just line after line of how could they possibly be doing this to us, or maybe it's not mind control, but maybe it's behavior modification. Maybe it's something.
It's weird when you start getting into the billionaire realm too, right? So I just watched this video about how these billionaires, they're literally trying to form democracy into a techno oligarchy. And you look at stuff with where Bill Gates openly said that the world population is too big and needs to be reduced.
Yeah.
And then you see the rise of cancer, depression, all this stuff that's happening primarily, it's the world, but the US, you can see dude, we're in 2026. We have all these medical, advancements, technologies, AI, but yet cancer is just on the rise.
Rampant.
It's skyrocketing.
Yeah.
And it just makes you wonder. It's it seems like just something ultra sinister is happening.
Oh, yeah.
But
ultra.
Something from this research that I was doing, you never really, we always talk about Operation Paperclip and the Nazis. We rarely talk about what the U.S. did with the Japanese scientists. And there was this unit in Japan in the Imperial Army. It was Unit 731. And honestly, we can't even talk about it on this podcast of the stuff that they did.
Really?
Atrocities. But this Unit 731 was Japan's biological and chemical warfare program. But the experiments that they did on the Chinese and the Korean and the Filipino people was just horrible. Just beyond evil. It honestly makes concentration camps look like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Terrible stuff.
Jeez.
But the U.S., after World War II, they went in and started investigating Unit 731. And they're like, oh, we could actually learn some stuff from you guys. And so all the commanders of Unit 731 went scot-free because of the knowledge that they shared with the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, brother, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's sickening.
Yeah.
And it's just what's happening today. That's the biggest thing is what is a podcast 50 years from now going to be saying, oh my gosh, did you know this was happening in the 2020s? You know, like.
No, but I think we know. I think subconsciously, and that's something I'm kind of on a journey. I don't know if I'm like going through early menopause or something, but I'm like,
same.
I'm like just realizing like when you have a suspicion, it's probably right. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're feeling suspect, something's happening. And I think on some molecular level, we know that these things are happening in real life. We know that MK Ultra happened.
Mm.
Nobody went to jail.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why are
we know those
permitting
files
this
happen.
We know those files happen.
Nobody
now
went
it's
to
just
jail.
being hidden better. They're just like that. That's the last thing they want is another big court case where they have to open a bunch of files and stuff, and they have to reveal all the experiments they've been doing on American people. That's the last thing they want. So they have to make the right deals with the right people to make sure that never happens. They have to keep the right secrets. It's all this stuff.
I think it's even more sinister. I think it's that they don't even care that we know.
But
we know.
You're completely right because that's where we're at.
And there's nothing you can do.
They've gone to us where we're just complacent and we're just like, I mean, we're helpless. We can't change it. So we might as well just live our own lives.
I think
that's a crazy place to live in.
It is.
That's the psychological warfare that we have been put under.
Yeah.
Is to like, we could do the most atrocious things. Let's get our Americans to be to the place where we could do the most atrocious things and we can tell them that we're doing it and they won't care.
And they'll
like, how do
still
we get
pay
there?
their taxes.
They care so much now in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. But it's like, but now we're like, we're here.
Yeah.
We're literally here. All we do is talk about it.
Yeah.
Golly.
Jesus, come back.
I think so. This is completely speculative, but like think about it from like an efficiency perspective. They're talking about drugs, using drugs to get people to do things or to wipe the brain clear. But like if they were also experimenting with electricity, that means they're experimenting with like frequency and waves and stuff like that. And like not to be like super conspiracy or whatever with it, but like you look at the 5G stuff, like what kind of things can they do with that? But even we have a term for the exact result of frying the brain with LSD. We call it brain rot. So who's to say like your 10 hours a day doom scroller isn't doing
Same
something
effect.
to themselves
yeah.
exactly like what they were like. Maybe LSD was a quick, like we can put you on a dose that gets you there like that. But if we can convince some teenager to start rotting his brain now, by the time he like makes it through college,
while his brain is still developing,
we've got him.
Yeah.
We've got him programmed.
Oh yeah.
If we can make them do this a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and too, like now that we're talking about drugs right now, but like I just want to say too, there's a lot of science coming out about marijuana and its effect on your brain, and people, I guess like culturally now in our nation, people are like really comparing like marijuana and alcohol, like, oh, you know, you just have a drink on the weekends, you can have a blunt or whatever
Sure.
the kids are doing on whatever, and it's like marijuana scientifically does exacerbate symptoms of psychosis. So if you have a pre-inclination to have mental illness, they're saying, and the science is suggesting that marijuana will exacerbate that. And it's becoming so accessible and so popular. I hate that I take my kids to the park and all we're doing is smelling Smojo's reefer over there.
How do you know what it smells like?
I don't.
Interesting.
It might be pepperoni pizza.
Is a skunk nearby?
Anyway, what I'm saying is if it feels a little wrong, it might be wrong. And marijuana used to be bad. It's bad. It's bad. Stop doing it.
Yeah, we're supposed to be sober-minded, right? Just
Yeah.
like Joel was telling us last week. But it is very interesting that like it used to be this big outlawed thing, and now
Yeah.
it's very accessible. And there's so many different strands of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's everywhere. I mean, there's thousands and thousands. So it is very interesting to see like if, you know, it's so accessible now, like who knows who's in control of
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's really at, you know,
Yeah.
like who's being put in what. I don't know. It's very weird. Also, the Eli Lilly thing really scares
That's
me.
really weird.
Like, that's-
it's so weird.
It is a crazy thing.
Oh, it's so weird. And like all these guys with their seedy histories and like not forthcomingness and dishonesty. And it's like, I would prefer that you be forthcoming about your seedy past and acknowledge it, and like Eli Lilly is huge. I mean, we're getting ads for it all the time. That's who's giving you that Ozempic, everybody. Spooky stuff. LSD.
LSD.
The U.S. government held all of the LSD in the world at one point.
You scramble it around. LDS.
Uh-oh.
Mormons.
You have a lot to answer for.
Yeah.
Drop it in the comments, your defense.
Yeah, and like another thing about drugs, LSD, everybody's like, oh, LSD's so great. It opens your mind. You'll be so smart after you do it. And it's like, actually, people get like ripped and then you never recover. You literally are having a lifelong trip. Kids, don't do drugs. They're not cool.
No, they're super lame. Watch Ninjas and Butterflies instead.
Don't do
Rot
LSD.
your brain with us.
Don't do LSD. Do NAB.
Hey.
All right. Well, we got more stuff to talk about on Patreon. Andrew had a really cool story, but you should save for the next.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys, what do you think?
I think you should. I don't know. What do you think? Should Patreon or save it for the next episode?
We can still clip it off Patreon. You won't get the full story in a clip, but it's up to y'all.
We'll see. We got some fun stuff to talk about, though.
Yes, we do.
And we're going to talk about it on patreon.com/ninjas are butterflies, people.
Download the app. Extra episodes. Join the community. It's a lot of fun.
That's right. And if you guys need any custom apparel made for this summer or this coming fall, go to sundaycool.com and start your custom apparel order today.
SundayCool.com. You can get your shirts made by us, guys, here in this building.
Also, forgot, go to sundaycoolswag.com to get some more ninja merch. We got the
Power Ninjas.
Power Ninjas.
Go, go, Power Ninjas.
You can't do that. It's copyright.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Power Ninjas.
Yeah.
Power Ninjas. All right, guys, we love you.
We love you so much.
We'll see you on Patreon or YouTube members. Bye, 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 bye.
What you're about to see may disturb you.
If any of you know what these multi-decade UAP dolphins are, aliens, bottlenose fish sticks.
There's a massive police response.
Oh, the dolphin thing?
Dolphin style attack!
What do you want to do for thumbnails?
Yeah, we still need to do the thumbnails for the outro, but Andy needs them quick, and I don't have the space on my computer to back up this one yet till the next one's
So do you
done.
want to stop them all?
This could be the outro.
So we are doing the thumbnails?
He's saying if
Yeah.
you want to do an extra clip for the thumb.
Yeah,
So, like, stop recording and then
Yes.
start recording again.
but now I'm saying this would be funny to
Oh,
use
I
as the
see.
podcast
Okay.
outro.
Now you can stop recording.
Yeah.